All right, welcome back to Math with Kim. I am picking up, this is the second metrics conversion video. I did the first one where I explained, first of all, what these little pink setup is, going from our middle basic unit, meters, grams, liters, and I explained by moving our decimal left and right is a very quick and easy way to do conversions. So if you did not watch that video and you do not already know this, then I would suggest going back and taking a look at that just to understand how I got to this and how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up grams and liters with you right now for the second video of metric conversions. And again, remember these are metrics to metrics, okay? I will have videos that are covering metric to US conversions, US to metric, but for right now, this is just metric to metric, and it's very simple. All you're doing is you're moving your decimal, okay? So right here, we're starting out with 260 grams, and we want to know how many kilograms that would be. Now, if you notice, I put in a decimal here at the end of my number. So 260 grams, I'm going to go to where to where grams is. I'm going to put my little 260 here. And I'll put my decimal at the very end of it because that's where we have decimals and whole numbers. And now how do I, or what direction, using this little scale that I've set up, which direction would be kilograms? Well, from grams to kilograms, I would need to move to the left 1, 2, 3 place values. So that would be the same as if I just took this decimal that's the end of my number of grams, and I would move that 1, 2, 3 places to the left, just like our movements to get from grams to kilograms on our little scale here. So 3 movements to the left, so that's what I do with my decimal as well. I move it 3 movements to the left, and what does that give us? It is 0.260. Now another way to write that, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it next to it, would be, and a lot of times I want you to put a 0 in the ones place, so 0.26. And notice I didn't carry over this 0 and put it there. I could, but again, I don't have to because of the fact that after my last digit, zeros, you can put in as many as you like, or you can eliminate them. And the way we would read this is 26 hundredths of a kilogram is equal to 260 grams. Okay, so with that being said and that explanation, let's go ahead and knock out milligrams to grams. Well, again, here's my milligrams, and if I have, I'm going to put it up here on top, 175 milligrams, and I'm trying to change it into grams. Remember, whole number, decimals at the end. How many movements and what direction do I go from milligrams to gram? Well, again, I'm going to move 3, 1, 2, 3 to the left. So I take my decimal and I also move 1, 2, 3 to the left. So in other words, 175 milligrams is equivalent to 0.175 or 175 thousandths of a gram. And again, we can put our 0 out in front. Okay, nice and simple. It's literally that simple. So let's go ahead and take our 1.5 liter. Okay, so here's liters. I'm going to put my 1.5 right here. 1.5 liters. And I want to go to milliliters. Well, liters to milliliters, we would move 1, 2, 3 to the right. So we do the same thing with our decimal. We move it 1, 2, 3 places to the right. And like I explained in my first video, with meters, you need to fill in those empty spots with zeros. So 1.5 liters is actually the same as 1,500 milliliters. Okay, now the last one, we're going to go all the way from milliliters all the way to kiloliters, or kiloliters. I was going to say kiloliters, but that's no. Kilometers is up here. Kiloliters. So 2,520 milliliters. So let's find our milliliters. Here we are. And remember, I also explained in the first video, milliliters are also referred to as cc's for those of you that are working on any type of medical. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 2,520 milliliters, and my decimal goes at the end because it's a whole number. Now, how many movements am I going to make to get from milliliters to kiloliters, and what direction? Well, obviously we're moving left, and we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions left. So the same will be done with our decimal. We will move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the left. Put that in, and then again, these little cup holders, I like to call them, fill those in. And so then that means I'll put the 0 out in the ones place, out in front. And then after the decimal, we have 0, 0, 2, 5, 2. And of course we have another 0 at the end, but because it comes at the end of the digits, we don't need to write it there. Okay? So this 2,520 milliliters is equivalent to 252, how is this read? Find your decimal place it ends in, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. So again, this decimal is read as 252 100,000ths of a kiloliter. Okay, and if you don't remember how to read your decimals and know your decimal places, please go back to my decimal videos and get yourself caught up on that as well. Okay,